Look at this country. Now look at these two countries. Can you believe that a dispute over this tiny piece of land shaped its two gigantic neighbors? To understand why, let's go back 1 millennium. For 3 centuries, Srivijaya ruled much of Indonesia and the Malay Peninsula. In the 14th century, the Majapahit Empire ruled most of Java and made the Malay Peninsula pay tribute to it. As empires fought for the region, it oscillated between being united and disunited. In 1815, the region was anything but united. Large parts of Indonesia were terra nullius, nobody's land. The Johor Riau Sultanate controlled parts of the Malay Peninsula and Indonesia. Some other sultanates controlled small parts of Indonesia. Finally, European powers controlled small parts of the region. In 1819, Raffles arrived in Singapore. He saw that Singapore could become a bustling port. There was just one problem. The Sultan of Johor, Tengku Abdul Rahman, was controlled by the Dutch. He had signed an agreement allowing the Dutch to control commerce in the region. And the Dutch would never allow the British to set up shop in Singapore. However, Raffles felt that Abdul Rahman only became Sultan because he was lucky. Abdul Rahman's older brother was travelling when their father died. In Malay tradition, a person has to be by the dying Sultan's side to succeed them. So Raffles launched a coup. He smuggled Abdul Rahman's older brother, Hussein Long, back to Singapore. He recognized Hussein Long as the rightful leader of Singapore. Then he made a deal with Hussein Long and Singapore's village chief. The British would give both of them a monthly stipend. In return, they would let the British start a trading post in Singapore. Raffles knew that his move would anger the Dutch. Singapore belongs to me. Too bad we struck a deal. Singapore developed as the dispute dragged on. In 1822, Raffles started land sales in Singapore. The next year, the British struck another deal with Hussein Long and the Temenggung. That deal gave them most of Singapore. The Dutch now realized the British were unlikely to budge. And going to war wasn't an option. So they stopped demanding that the British leave Singapore. Instead, they agreed to divide the region into two. The Dutch would drop all claims to territories north of the line. They would also hand over their existing possessions to the British. The British would do the same for territories south of the line. Both sides would not seek to control anything in the other's sphere of influence. And so the Anglo-Dutch Treaty was signed in 1824. Splitting the region gave both powers unique opportunities. You mean I can have all these islands to myself? Yes, I finally have the peninsula to myself. The Dutch could expand over what is now Indonesia, and the British could expand in the Malay Peninsula. A century of colonialism followed. The British and Dutch colonies evolved differently. So when Indonesia declared independence in 1945, she did not claim the Malay Peninsula. Instead, she claimed the western half of New Guinea, which was still in Dutch hands. In 1961, Malaysia's first Prime Minister sought to expand his country, but he did not propose to merge with Indonesia. Instead, he called upon territories ruled by the British: Singapore, Sarawak, Brunei, and Sabah. None of them had been ruled from the Malay Peninsula, except for Singapore. The Anglo-Dutch Treaty didn't just split the Johor Riau Sultanate. It also shaped modern-day Malaysia and Indonesia. Without the Anglo-Dutch Treaty, Malaysia and Indonesia might still exist today, but they will look very different. Forming a country can be difficult. You may even need to watch a YouTube video to learn how to do it. But sometimes, all it takes is a stroke of a pen.